No, he's pretty. He was born in September, so he's
only
not
4
quite.
months,
He's
4
not
months
quite 3
ago.
months old now.
Oh, you'll have to go back.
You staying here for Christmas?
Yeah, I'll be going up there. I'm going to say
We have a
right
bunch
in
of
January.
grandkids and great-grandkids.
We'll go do some
I saw Mike at
fishing and
credit
stuff.
union.
Very
He's getting
good.
kids for grandkids.
They grow up
Yeah.
fast.
Oh, they grow up way too fast. My great-granddaughter, she's 3.
Yeah, we're staying with.
They
I
came up
think I might
today.
have a
We
kid
had
just don't know what the doctor.
my daughter, my
Oh, dear,
granddaughter,
that's
my
not
great-granddaughter, and my son from Arizona.
My
Arizona.
oldest son has
Christmas
had
today.
Wait for them.
I had one about 25 years ago. Brought me.
Uh-huh.
That's a pretty
Nice.
exciting age for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hurt
3 is like really, whoa. They're believers.
Yeah, they're believers, and
Their eyes sparkle and they get all excited.
It started raining at 20 and they said went in.
Yeah, they kind of get it.
I still think it's
And
muscle
very
skeletal.
beautiful. By the time they get to be 10, 12, there's just something that's not right. It
But he says, let's just be urine.
just doesn't have the same feeling.
About it was sort of Tracy's blood. So he's not convinced yet, but
Well, I think we probably
Give
have
me some
all the
stuff
kids
to
in Glen Rock
relax.
pretty well covered, Bruce.
relax it.
I think we're really fortunate to what we have to give to children.
No,
Now,
that
even
was
the
best way
idea
to
of
do
that
what
gives me
want
the
a beer tonight.
heebie-jeebies. Yeah. Yes, high grade with beer.
I think that's really, really great that we've done that. You think we could hit quarter till?
If we move, we can be done quick.
Okay, that's a good plan. Let's go for it.
Be done and out of here.
Feliz Navidad.
Christmas, we can always start 3 minutes early.
Sure.
See, that'll get him started.
We're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Please rise and say the pledge with me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think John's out helping.
Yes, he's playing Santa's helper.
Yeah, he's out tonight. I'll put my
Tammy's
my-
gone, so we'll
That's
start
good.
with, I don't think we have any additions and deletions, so we'll start with, is there a motion to approve the minutes of December 9th, 2024 council meeting and the December 16th, 2024 council workshop?
I move that we approve the minutes of the December 9th council meeting and the December 6th council meeting or workshop as presented.
Motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by nay. Motion carries. Reports, Councilwoman Nunn.
Kind of holiday this time. I think we're just so very fortunate to live in a community that has so many kind and caring people wanting to look after our children. And I guess if I had one Christmas wish, it is that our community is safe during the holiday season.
Councilman Kincaid.
Yeah, I'll second that, Margaret. It's a good time of the year for everybody to think of their family and friends in the community. I don't have any reports, real slow, so Merry Christmas, though.
Councilwoman Collins.
I, along with several other people that are in the audience, attended the wreath laying at the cemetery. There were a lot of people present for that. It was a very nice ceremony, a lot of wreaths, almost 300, right around 300 wreaths were laid. I was glad to see the all the different types of people who were there. There were families there, younger people, teenagers, us old fogies, and it was a very nice ceremony.
It was very beautiful, Judy.
It was.
And one of the most beautiful things about it was that they had young people. The FFA members were holding the flags, and 4-H children were putting out the wreaths. I thought that was such a nice thing to do.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
and
nice.
they had a very specific way of laying the wreaths down, and the young people took them out, stood at attention, said the name, laid the wreath, gave a moment of silence 300 times.
It was very
Pretty cool.
beautiful.
So I was impressed. And other than that, some various Christmas parties, and
Me too.
that way, yeah, fun was had by all. So.
Okay, Kelly, treasurer.
Evening, Mayor and Council. I really don't have anything other than Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you.
John, Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to wish everybody Merry Christmas also. We just been maintaining stuff, trying to clean up. We cleaned up little South Rec. We're trying to work on them trees, and we're working out at the lagoon. Other than that, we just been trying to maintain. Nothing too bad going on yet. So,
John, are you missing the snow?
no, I've been waiting for it. Thank you.
He's probably not missing it, though.
Well, no.
Lyle, Building Inspector.
Evening, Mayor and Council. Yeah, the senior center, they got their ramp poured, build walls now, so that's ongoing. And contractor renewals is in full swing, and that's really all I got. So have a Merry Christmas.
Chevy.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Merry Christmas. I completed my CPO and CST exams and certifications, so those are pool-related certifications. And adding new and updated splash pad procedures. We are having a new event next year, so it'll be date night at the square. More of a adult-centered movies, but they still are PG-13. And voting for those start January 6th. Concert dates are set up, and lineup will be announced in February. And Theater Thursday movie voting starts January 27th. We'll be having the Easter egg hunt, and I am getting in and sending out sponsorships for next year, and also lining up food trucks. So
Thank you.
I guess Chief's out delivering gifts.
He's out delivering gifts, so he's not here. Fire department helping them with that tonight?
Now, that was last night.
Well, they helped
Debate.
They helped abate. I didn't know if they really
Yeah.
helped police department.
They may help.
They may have. Is there any items from the floor this evening?
That could be you. Nobody.
She's going to hope you ignore.
I haven't done this in a while, so I didn't remember. Okay. Good evening. I am Maya Kincaid, and I'm a senior at Glenrock High School. And I am part of the Glenrock Culinary Team, and I've been on the culinary team all throughout high school. And we've achieved remarkable success over the years with 15 state championships, and our team has competed at prestigious events across the country, including Disney World's Cook Around the World at Epcot. In recent years, we have earned awards such as the Judges Award from celebrity chef Amanda Freitag and Anne Brunel, as well as 5 additional honors, while competing against 85 other teams across the United States. These opportunities are life-changing for our students, and we need your help to keep going. Any donation or contribution will directly support or continue our success. And this year we are taking 2 teams of 9. So instead of 9 students going this year, we are taking 18 students. So it doubles our cost. And we are doing our best to raise as much money by doing a bunch of fundraisers at our school. And anything helps in any way. So thank you.
When are you going?
We go in April.
How much money have you successfully raised so far?
I'm not exactly sure on the number. They changed it instead of having everyone fundraise together, where we all have to come up with $2,000 on our own. And if you do concessions, like whoever does concessions at school, all those costs get split up to each student that participated. So there's a thing on Facebook where it shows how many people, like who has raised how much money and their goal.
Oh, very good.
And the individuals are doing it, and then they're reaching out to businesses and communities. And
Sponsors and
big,
so on.
big expense this year for that many kids to be housed down there and
Oh, yeah, if you're going to take.
flights. So I think what she's saying is she's looking for any help we can give her if we can. I know they're working hard out there, so.
Keep us posted.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll discuss some stuff and see where we're at with our mayor and council budget, and we'll see what we can do about helping all of you out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maya.
Okay. Have anybody else this evening? Nope. All right. We'll move on to
Chris
new.
Bruce, they wouldn't even say Merry Christmas to us. Can you believe that?
They act like they want out of here themselves. Go on to new business here. Get to that. First order of new business is resolution number 2024-19, a resolution adopting the 2024 International Codes, the 2023 National Electrical Code, and the 2024 NFPA 2-211- standards of chimney, fireplace vents, and solid fuel burning appliances as amended. Whereas the town of Glen Rock must specify the year and the adopted codes along with any amendments, modifications, additions, or deletion, whereas the town is adopting the international code and other codes as follows: 2024 International Building Code, 2024 International Residential Code, 2024 International Plumbing Code, 2024 International Mechanical Code, 2024 International Fuel Gas Code, 2024 International Fire Code, 2024 International Existing Building Code, 2023 National Electrical Code, and 2024 NFPA 2-211 standards for chimneys, fireplaces, vents, and solid fuel burning appliances. We're going to unadopt 2018 International Energy Conservation Code, whereas the Town of Glen Rock Building Department is a member of the Wyoming Conference of Building Officials, as dictated to building safety through education. Several Wyoming jurisdictions have modified certain sections of the International Building Code and International Residential Code to better suit their needs of Wyoming as its communities, whereas the Town of Glen Rock will begin implementing the above stated codes by December 23rd, 2024. Now therefore be resolved by the governing body of the Town of Glen Rock, Wyoming, that the above listed codes are adopted, specifying the year and the code and the implementation date. Passed and approved and adopted the 23rd day of December 2024. Is there a motion?
I move that we pass resolution number 2024-19 for the 2024 International Codes, 2023 National Electrical Code, the 2024 NFPA 211 standard.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Just out of curiosity, what if we don't adopt these codes?
We've already adopted the 2018, so
So what if we
we're-
don't adopt any of them? What if we reject the whole thing?
Do what you can, but then
We would
Lyle's
have to-
without a job.
Oh,
That pretty much answers that question, doesn't it?
There are towns that don't adopt codes.
A lot of towns don't. There's places, some states don't adopt
Big
any at all.
cities
Yeah.
are very reluctant because of the new things that have to go into it. So there's a lot of politics involved in big cities.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't adopt it. Wyoming is one of the leaders in the nation on earliest code adoption. That's traditionally the state of Wyoming.
do we get a
So it's-
plaque?
No.
So it basically sets a standard that we go by. The standard for what's
It's a
acceptable.
standard for remodeling and new construction remodeled to bring everything up, the codes that they should be. So we're meeting the codes and standards for what's out there, because if we if we're carrying the old ones, we don't do the new ones, and something else happens, then we could actually be liable because we're not up to the current standards.
So do these codes coincide with our local codes?
These
Our
are
local
our-
codes based
These
off
would
of
be our
this
local,
file?
these are our local
These are our
codes.
local
For building
codes.
and construction, yes.
When we adopt them, these then become our local codes.
It's a standard thing to do, that we do it all the time. just
We always have.
haven't done it in a while, so,
Well, they haven't well, I think the last real update was in 18, wasn't it?
well, I mean, 2024, yeah, 18, it came out.
There was some in
Every 4
23,
years, you come
yeah.
out with new code.
Yeah, so,
Typically. The electrical code's a year different than the rest of them. But, yeah, you do need to, you got to keep adopting code as you go along. And it's normal.
How fun.
make sure you're meeting standards and building construction and work inside of them.
Does this actually make a difference on the value of a building if it's built under a code system like this?
I would think so. It means it's built to a common standard.
You know,
I would think it would help with insurance. And
Yeah,
all,
well,
'cause they want
that's the
things
thing,
set
insurance
to code.
services, your insurance services of America that dictate all your all your insurance are, from protecting your home, fire insurance, flood insurance, whatever. If you don't adopt them, they're probably going to raise their ISO rating for your area to probably the highest that it can be, and your rates of insurance will go way up. It's like not having enough fire hydrants, and enough water
yeah.
flow in your town, and doing electrical to code, and it just makes sure that all the crafts are doing to code, so it meets a standard instead of something that's
It's
shady.
the highest score you can get. The most points you can get in the scoring system is what code you're running. So if you haven't adopted any codes, your insurance rates are going to be high.
Way high.
They showed us a fire that happened in a concert hall, and in 7 minutes, that thing was completely fully engulfed, and it
That one in Florida.
killed over 100 people, and in 7 minutes. But from that, they changed fire code requirements and the occupancy of the building.
Occupancy
got
load and
changed.
fire suppression.
A lot of things got changed so that couldn't happen again. So some of it is built on life safety. I mean, most of it is life safety.
I think a lot of sale transactions in a building or something like a commercial business is getting an older building and going to move into it.
And new
A lot of
ones,
times
when
they
you
have to
start
come up with
remodeling, you
electrical
have to-
upgrades.
You go a certain percentage of the cost of the building, you have to bring the whole building up to code. So it just meets safety standards. It's to the benefit of the people and their homes and commercial buildings. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay, motion carries. This thing will move. Our next one is a resolution number 2024-20, a resolution of the town of Glen Rock granting property for purpose of establishing Veterans Memorial and providing for related matters. Whereas the town council recognizes the contributions and sacrifice of veterans who are honorably served in the armed forces of the United States, and whereas it is the desire of the Glen Rock Town Council to establish a Veterans Memorial to honor and commemorate those who have served our nation, and whereas the town of Glen Rock is the owner of certain property located at 108 South 3rd Street, Glen Rock's lots 12, 13, 14, Block 2, which has been deemed suitable for the establishment of a veteran memorial, whereas the establishment of the Veterans Memorial on this property will serve as a place of reflection, education. Pardon?
Appreciation.
Yeah, I was about to try to spit that appreciation for current and future generations. Now therefore be resolved by the Glen Rock Town Council as follows. Section 1, purpose of this resolution is to formally grant the use of 108 South 3rd Street, lots 12, 13, 14, Block 2, for the establishment of a Veterans Memorial to honor veterans who gave service in the Armed Forces of the United States. Section 2, property grant. The town of Glen Rock hereby authorizes the grant the use of 108 South 3rd Street, Glen Rock, Wyoming, lots 12, 13, 14, Block 2, for the purpose of constructing and maintaining a Veterans Memorial. This grant is subject to the following conditions. The property shall used solely for the purposes of establishing, maintaining, and operating a Veterans Memorial. The design and construction of the Veterans Memorial shall comply with all applicable code, local, state, and federal laws, codes, and ordinances. The maintenance plan will be established to ensure long-term upkeep of the memorial. Section 3, collaboration and oversight. The town council shall work with collaboration with the Glen Rock Main Street to oversee the planning, design, and development of the Veterans Memorial. Section 4, authorizing to execute. Bruce Rommel, Mayor, is hereby authorized to execute any and all documents necessary to carry out the intention of this resolution. Section 5, this resolution shall take effect immediately upon adoption, approved and adopted the 23rd day of December 2024. Is there a motion?
I move that we pass Resolution 2024-20, granting property for Veterans Memorial.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I have one question on this, Bruce. According to this, any veteran in the United States could be request to be honored in this park.
It's
Is that
the way
kind of opening
the way
up
it's
now?
waiting. Well, no, it's actually set up for people living in Glen Rock, Rolling Hills, Converse County, in this area is what it's for. It's not for everybody across the city of Weimar through the state. It just, I think that's how they just, it's a generalization, but the work with the Main Street group, it's for veterans in our area only. It's just like the Veterans Memorial at Cody, Big Piney, Pinedale, I'm trying to think, Thermopolis. There's quite a few around the state. They're usually for their areas.
Right, and I know that when they came to present to us, they said some folks are in Casper now, but they were born and raised here.
They're born and raised here, and
They can put
it
a
could be
brick in.
buried in Casper somewhere or still alive here in the area. Since they were born and raised here and went to the service,
From here.
they can, from here, they're allowed
Yeah, there
to-
was something
Yeah,
in there
there's-
about
that's
as long as
definitely-
they could show 82637
Yeah,
as
as a,
Their DD
residents
214.
or something. Yeah,
yep,
and they had to have
have an
an
honorable discharge.
honorable discharge on a DD 214.
Yep, it's just for this area. It's like most memorials are done that way.
Yeah, why anyone would want to, but you can always find some
And they're-
odd group out there that wants to rush the scene and
Yeah.
stack the Veterans Memorial.
No, it should be, I think they have a great idea, and
I think it's wonderful.
each one of the pillars that the names will go on, there's 4 of them, and there's room enough right now for, I think, for over 600 names at this time, if I remember right. And there's also, with the design, there's room that other granite columns could be added if the names, it ever goes past that. And with the size of the property, expansion of it could go to the north in the property, if it ever needs to be expanded, so there's room to expand there also.
Their design is beautiful. They've done a lot of work.
They've been busy
Very,
working on
very
it.
beautiful
And
design.
they've hired this company, Bott and Associates. They've designed quite a few of these for around the United States, and they've come up with what they, several that is what they came up with the last designs, and the last one was kind of brought forth by Larry Rice, and you can see what they came up with for. He came up with a lot more of a statue than Larry. Larry had a soldier and one small child, and what they came up with there's 2 on it. It's a lot, very nice design. The granite work and the seating and everything else.
Yeah, all the benches
gave
around
him,
there.
Gave him room
Really
to,
nice.
to actually build something, a lot more space than what we would have had over here on this corner. So I think it's a great idea. So, any other discussion? If not, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carries. I believe our next order of business is bills and claims. Is there a motion?
I move we pay our bills and claims.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on bills and claims? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carries. If there's nothing else to come before this meeting this evening, I would ask one of your members to make a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn our meeting.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Lyle. Lyle. I need to get a copy of the plaque that the license wants.
Well, really nice.
What I would ask is,
They've had
want to know.
quite a few people there at a few of the meetings, and they've come up with some good, what they started out with ideas, and part of it changed, and I mean, they've come up with some great ideas. The biggest thing was our design of what we wanted to do on this corner here could limit them very,
There wasn't much room.
no, that's why I made the recommendation.
Yeah, and that's
that
fine.
we-
That's all I have to do to say,
All right,
here's us.
sorry, I'll try not to.
And it doesn't have to be.
Buy another case of it. Whoa.